Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Monday, the 18th of February, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Nevis International hosts cross-country events, and in our feature for this evening, we say goodbye to Blackman. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket, and there are some changes to the West Indies squad for the first 2 one-days in Barbados. Carlos Brathwaite, Sheldon Cottrell and John Campbell have been called up to the West Indies squad for the first 2 one-days against England. The changes to the 14-man squad became necessary due to injuries to opener Evan Lewis, as well as all-rounders Kemo Paul and Robman Powell. The full squad reads: Jason Holder captain, Fabian Allen, Devandre Bishu, Carlos Brathwaite, Darren Bravo, John Campbell, Sheldon Cottrell, Chris Gale, Shimran Hetmaya, Shai Hope, Ashley Nurse, Nicholas Puran, Kema Roach, O'Shane Thomas. In terms of the schedule, first one comes up this coming Wednesday, February 20th. Second one would be also at Kensington Oval on Friday, February 22nd. The third at the Grenada National Stadium on Monday, February 25th. The fourth at the Grenada National Stadium on Wednesday, February 27th. The fifth and final one at the Darren Sammy Cricket Stadium in St. Lucia on Saturday, March 2nd. Now to basketball. A fair-sized crowd was on hand on the evening of Saturday, 16 February, as the organizers of the ongoing Brownhill basketball tournament hosted a basketball festival which featured several skill sets unique to the wonderful game. Chief coordinator of the event, Kelvin Bramble, noted that having completed the first round of the tournament, the festival was organized to give the teams some breathing space and for players to have fun in a friendly yet competitive environment. Several players representing various teams involved in the league competed in the following: 3-point shootout, slam dunk contest, and a category which involved a variety of skill sets, including dribbling, passing, and shooting within a 2-minute frame time. The overall winners were, for the 3-point shootout, Dwayne Iwana, skill challenge, Gassano Barry, and the slam dunk contest, the king himself, Kelvin Bramble. Let's get some of the action from the Brownhill basketball court. Now to athletics. Friday, 15 February was a day of much excitement at the Nevis International Secondary School. On that day, commencing at 2 p.m., the students of the school engaged in their cross-country races. The junior and senior girls were given a bit of a head start over the junior and senior boys, but all of the students completed the same route. From the school, through Brown Pasture, making a brief right turn into the village, towards that general area where John and Ali Gilbert used to live, up that road there, back onto the main road of the village, then entering the main road at Morning Star, then back to the school. Even though the students were placed together, the juniors and the seniors were awarded places based on their individual times. The following were the top placements. For the junior girls, Azaria first, second, Janila third, Sienna. For the junior boys, first Amadi, second Kyle Maynard, third Caleb Woolard, fourth Zenny Henry. For the senior girls, first Anik, formerly of Gingerland Secondary, second Ebony, and third Sanjay. For the senior boys, first Kenwin, had to win, his name is Kenwin, second Roberto, third Jesse Wiley, and fourth Ricardo. Well, let's head up to the Nevis International High School and get some of the action. They're off. Well, steady pace for starters. And we're going to take the first corner. The They're going to make that turn. They're going to go up this road and they're going to turn by that post where the teacher is up there. And the boys already doing a good catch-up work here and looking pretty serious at the tops. Of course, Anik we remember from the Gingerland Secondary School, champion athlete. I didn't even know that Anik goes to this school. Anik still holding her own. Two of the boys trying to close in on her. They look pretty cool. Anik still holding that lead, but it doesn't seem as if she's going to hold it for much longer. She's still going to be in the lead as the top female, but the boys, two of them, have just gone past her. Kenwin is the name. Kenwin. And the fact that he has a win in his name, he had to win. He's Kenwin. After all, he's going to win by a long shot. Comes into a rousing round of applause. And he's the winner. No, we know that this one, number 3, didn't go all the way around. He looks as if he wants to say he came second, but the real second placer is number 13. Another rush here to the finish. Another rush to the finish. Number 22 makes it in. And number 4. Anik and one of the other males. He wants to say that he beat her, and I think he has done just that. But Anik is the first placer for the females. Very well done, and a very good race indeed. The second placer being encouraged now by maybe her mom, Azaria, number 29. Good run as well. We go to break, and when I come back, we'll have our feature for this evening.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Let me go. Everybody come. That one you go mad. We are gonna push forward. I want to hear everybody say ready, ready.
Well, I'm back, and we feature this item in general sports. James Teddy Blackman Liber did not receive such a rousing ovation when he bowled out the Empire cricket team in a local club match and bagged the remarkable bowling figures of 13 overs, 9 wickets for 27 runs. This was a different occasion. It was Saturday, 16 February, and his mortal remains were being laid to rest at the St. Thomas's Anglican Church Cemetery. Blackman suffered serious injuries in a motor vehicle accident late in December 2018 and never recovered. He passed away on 27 January 2019. At the Thanksgiving service held in his honor, the church was jam-packed and the nearby tents and grounds were also filled with mourners. Among those present were Premier Mark Brantley, Honorable Alexis Jeffers, Honorable Eric Evelyn, and Honorable Spencer Brand. His mother, brothers, sisters, children, grandchildren, and many other family members and friends were also well represented on that day. Included in the many tributes paid were Kelvin Tabu Dewberry out of Montserrat, who made the bold statement that Blackman was a Montserratian who lived in Nevis. The Queen City Taxi Association, the Nevis Cultural Foundation, the Masters International Choir, which had support from Masters representatives from throughout the Leeward Islands, Renford Dorr, and his beloved Sugar Hill String Band. The service was preceded by an impressive procession from the St. Thomas's Primary School to the church, and after the service there was an equally impressive procession from the church to his final resting place in the cemetery. A glowing eulogy was presented by Pastor Don Jeffers. The Masters cricketers also paid special tribute in an honor guard, complete with upraised bats as the coffin was lifted from the church. NTV Sports page once again expresses sincerest condolences to the family of the late cultural icon. We go now to the St. Thomas's Anglican Church and we get these excerpts.
I know that he is gone, his memory live on, now and forevermore. Black man, I will never forget you. Even I am down and out, I never forget you. We have to sing that song. Normally I sing it in Calypso, just to change a little words in between. But on behalf of my captain, John Lee, Deverton Rakatang Williams, who was Blackman's best friend in Montserrat, on behalf of all the people of Montserrat, Cherise, John Lee, Bucket, Boomba, we call it alias Boomba, Charles, we took the journey by boat, one little boat, and we came up across 2 oceans just to be here today. So we want to say that Blackman was a Montserratian, although he was a Nevisian. His life was in Montserrat. Blackman would always send our salsa perilla, he send the drinks. It's the first time I actually drank dashing drink and pumpkin drink and all these kind of things, you know. So I thank you. I love you all, and on behalf of Montserrat, farewell to Blackman and farewell to everyone around me. Thank you.
Blackman, as we call him, was part of our sporting family, and in all aspects of the word family, a kind-hearted man, a counselor, always giving some form of advice, and that was accompanied with a smile, even when the matter is pressing. He was loving, he was an optimist, and we can go on and on and on. Losing a loved one causes us pain that no one could imagine. It is so deep that not even words can express. Blackman was an enthusiastic cricketer. His gentle medium pace, normally referred to as brackish medium, was highly underrated, and that is why he got so many wickets when he bowled. Because if you did not play him as you would a spinner, you would be in bales of trouble.
Across the bridge, there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and you'll never be unhappy again. I have lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked a beggar along the way if he could tell me where to stay, where I could find real happiness and love that's true.
Across the bridge, there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and you'll never be unhappy.
Now, on behalf of Blackman, the Sugar Hill String Band, I just need to say a word or two about Blackman. Before the music, I know he does come around and sell his drinks, and we get connected in Hanley's Road. And we normally just play a little tune or two in Hanley's Road. And Blackman does be around, and he said his father used to be a music man. So I give him a try on the steel, although we had a steel man. And I said to him, "You're in the band." And then he said, "Boy, what am I going to do with the cricket?" He said, "Boy, you're going to have to give up someone." And he gave up the cricket. And then them cricketers, he said, "Boy, some of them might have cost me, you know." So he was a serious person with whatever he does. And as far as the string band is concerned, you know, we have a history of sometimes reaching late and so forth. And he don't like that because he's a guy always on time, you know. So I would say, even reaching to heaven, I think he's right on time. Thank you.
On a hill far away, to that old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that cross, where the dearest and best for a world of the sinners was slain. So I cherish the old world. get one. I was eyed by the world as the wondrous attraction for me. To the day I'm above, let me glory above, to bear me to the Calvary. So much cherish the old rugged cross, till my soul is at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday old ground.
Well, condolences again to the family of the late Teddy Blackman Liebert. That's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you are not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.